We have seen so many revolutions in Iran. People have tried to rise up against the regime there, and continuously they have been squashed. Do you think this uprising is going to be any different?
It looks like it will be different. And I wouldn't have said this even a week ago, but I think it is different. We're talking about millions and millions of Iranians all over Iran. And they are on the offensive. This was not the case in any previous widespread demonstrations in Iran. The demonstrations are massive. This corrupt, vile regime of the Islamic Republic of Iran can't give its people water. I mean, most third world countries give their people water. And Iran can't. It can't give the Iranian currency is worthless. It reminds me of the German currency at the end of the Weimar Republic, where people took wheelbarrows of Reichsmarks in order to buy a loaf of bread. This is what is happening there. And the people of Iran know in their hearts, at any rate, that this regime is corrupt. You know what it spent all its money on? It spent all its money on Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, and every group that is dedicated to destroying Israel and killing all its Jewish inhabitants. That's what they spent their money on, and now they have no money for water. So, if I may digress for a moment, this is why I have said for years that anti-Semitism, when a nation gets anti-Semitic, it self-destructs. I don't know of any exception to that rule. And that's exactly what is happening there. The amount of good that would happen if the Islamic Republic is overthrown is almost too good to even imagine. It would be one of the great things to happen and deserved after October 7th, 2023.
You know, it's interesting that you bring up anti-Semitism in Iran because their leader originally ran on an anti-Zionist, anti-Jew, anti-West platform and kind of got everybody behind him. But now, apparently, research is coming out of the Iranian people that they're one of the least anti-Semitic people in the Middle East, mostly because they were so disgusted by what their leaders have done to them, and they realized that the whole thing was one giant lie just to get them into political power. And the other really interesting thing that is happening with the most recent revolution that we're seeing is that it's not just students. In the past, you saw students who are going to the streets in Iran. Now you're seeing merchants going out to the streets. So in the past, when the regime kind of neglected the uprising and called it, oh, just silly little students, let's just not pay attention to these little girls, now you're seeing actual merchants, people who can't sell anything, can't buy anything, can't run an economy. They're the bedrock of whatever is left in the Iranian economy, and they themselves are now coming out as no longer just the students, and wondering whether that can be enough of a change for the Iranian people to muster the courage to move forward.
Apparently it is. And I don't know if I would have said this a week ago, because I'm not an optimist about overturning evil regimes from within. But apparently it's so widespread. I mean, they've rendered the currency virtually worthless. They have no water to give their people. And by the way, I saw an amazing video on the internet about how the Iranian regime had mismanaged this giant lake in Iran and cut it off as a supplier of water. It's good for the heart to see the evil get what they deserve. And apparently, I don't know that this is true, but I've seen many reports that Khamenei has gone to, or will go to Russia. And I can only say Russia deserves him and he deserves Russia.